International companies with operations in Ukraine and Russia are rushing for the fast-closing exits after Russia launched its attack on the Eastern European nation last Wednesday. Toyota saying today that beginning Friday, the automaker will stop production in Russia until further notice. And then you have Oracle tweeting that it has now suspended all operations in the country. ExxonMobil saying it's ending its involvement in a large oil and natural gas project in Russia and leaving about $4 billion in assets on the ground in Russia. ExxonMobil joins BP and Shell, which already announced plans to end their Russian investments. But as multinational companies cease operations, they still have employees and their families stuck in the embattled region. Enter U.S. firm Global Guardian, which works 24/7 to extract corporate executives and employees out of these global hotspots. It has evacuated some 3,500 clients from large American companies in Ukraine to date. Joining us now is the CEO of Global Guardian, U.S. Special Forces veteran Dale Buckner. Dale, brave stuff you guys are doing. We'd love to know, how do you do it? We have seen the video of bombs flying. We have seen that who in their right mind would be driving on the roads there. How do you pull these people out?
So, Liz, there's no magic to it. There's no secret. This is good communication, good preparatory planning, if you will, and then adjusting to the environment. There are places like Kyiv that we cannot go to the center of the city. We can service our clients to the south and to the west. So providing an exact pickup location, an exact location, consolidating personnel, bringing all of that together in a very clear and concise way in every 24 to 48 hours in that cycle, ensuring that our clients are well informed, they have an expectation, they know what the journey is going to be like, and they're prepared for the elements. Really, that's what we're doing.
Are these former military people you have doing this?
They are ex-military, ex-law enforcement primarily, and then they are just average bus drivers and average van drivers that are under the guidance of that former military law enforcement agent that is running the vehicles, if you will.
Can you give me a sense, Dale, of an example of who and how you've pulled somebody out of Ukraine in the last, let's just say, 48 hours?
Yeah, so we ran 9 missions this morning. We're closing in on 4,000 extractions. Simply put, we had 9 convoys, for lack of a better term, go to a designated location this morning. A very easy example is in Odessa. We picked up 52 corporate executives or employees from a tech firm. We placed them on multiple buses with family. We drove them to the Romanian border. It took about 4.5 hours to arrive. It then took 11 hours to cross the border into Romania, where we have a Romanian set of buses, and then we drive them to the capital city and place them in hotels. That is a very simple template, although it is fraught, you can imagine, with a series of dangers and uncertainties in each one of these missions. So the outline I gave, very simplistic. What makes it complicated is the twists and turns of having to get around roadblocks, having to deal with curfew, most importantly, having to deal with the threat of conflict and bombings and soldiers.
Odessa? I mean, we have heard that the Russians are desperate to get Odessa because it is on the water and it is an important port. I mean, don't they encounter tanks? And tell me, because we know that, for example, KFC has 1,000 restaurants in Russia, 49 in Ukraine. Papa John's has restaurants in Russia. McDonald's has 108 restaurants in Ukraine. Nike's got 12 stores in Ukraine. Those are in Russia, but, you know, they do have operations that are extraordinarily, you know, in a very bad position right now, I would imagine. Many of their employees are locals, but you're pulling out some of these executives and their families. But how do you maneuver around what's going on in a place like Odessa?
Yeah, so it is true. 24 hours ago, you can look at open source intelligence briefs in the media. Odessa was struck by sea from Russian ships just in the last 24 hours. Yeah. It did get more dangerous. We anticipate it's going to get much, much worse. So there's a series of cities, as I stated, we will maneuver around those pockets of Russian soldiers and artillery and tanks. There are places we can't go. in Odessa, we anticipate we are going to be able to operate there for about the next 48 to 72 hours. And then we might see Russian forces start to encroach, and then we're going to have to change routes, and we're going to have to ebb and flow. We're at a point going in, day 7, going on day 8 now, where we had freedom of maneuver a week ago that we simply don't have anymore. So this is all about patience. We evacuated almost 600 clients out of Afghanistan that took 3.5 months. We're not thinking in days and weeks right now. We're thinking in months as this ebbs and flows, and we're going to adjust to the threat and everything that comes with the conflict itself.
Dale, it sounds kind of mercenary for me to bring up money, and I know you don't name the names of companies who employ you, but what kind of companies are these, and what's the charge?
So it is the Fortune 1000, as you know it, and large European companies primarily. If you are a Global Guardian annual member, we are charging standard rates for a combat zone. So for example, to give you a sense of this, a 50 pax bus is costing anywhere between $12,000 to $18,000, depending on where in the country, what the threat is, and the distance of the evacuation. If you're a non-Global Guardian client, we are charging a mobilization fee and then the charges for the style and capacity of the bus that we're providing.
Well, bless your people on the ground there. We hope everybody stays safe, and you can't put a price on somebody's life. Dale, thank you for the good work you're doing. I could talk to you forever, by the way, so we'll definitely have you back.
Thank you, Liz. I really appreciate it.
Dale Buckner of Global Guardian.